Hey, igama Siyamthanda Binza at your service, and thank you very kindly for joining me. So, welcome to yet another episode of Just a Thought, and today we'll be talking about something that's quite common, a thing or a tendency that we've had since smuggling. So, I'm not going to specify by gender that faces it because I feel like we all face it, right? And one question that I actually want to pose to you is, why is it that we've become so accustomed to comparing ourselves with abanye abantu? You look at another person, whether uyamazi okanye awumazi, but you look at that person and you think, hajongo sweetie, she's got it together or he's got it together, and you feel like comparing it, or you subconsciously do it, compare it to yourself and feel some type of way about it. Why is it that when we look at someone else and someone else's success, we compare ourselves to abo bantu and think that we are not working? In fact, asenzi kwa msebenzi. Because at the end of the day, we all have a different purpose to fulfill. So, and not in a purpose yam dijonge wena. And it's something that I do as well, and it's something that I'm getting myself over because I call healthy, I call right. Yabo, ujonge omnye uqoma, hey, andisebenzi man, jonga ubani uphi, senjonga unemali, uyimali yezambela, hey, ndinangaphi mna, utheni ndingayenzi? You start asking yourself those questions, and you put so much pressure on yourself to make moves, because at the end of the day we each have a different purpose to fulfill. How is it that Tantine purpose yam dedwa that is very unique, different from anyone else, ndifuna ujonga omnye umntu who's going about their business and think that if I mimic what they're doing, I'm going to reach a yummy purpose? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. When they talk about, own pace, own lane, it's really about you being unique, focusing on yourself and your uniqueness, and bringing that uniqueness out for the world to share. Whoever's supposed to be benefiting from your uniqueness will benefit from it by you being authentic to yourself, by you focusing on yourself. How about we actually change this toxic narrative, and rather, instead of focusing on someone else and comparing ourselves subconsciously to that next person, let's focus on ourselves and compare ourselves to Siyamthanda wango 2019, this time last year, bendiphi, kutheni ngathi ngamove. I think that's more of a constructive way to do things and to help you focus on yourself and improve yourself, because then you don't have time to be looking around. Because when you start looking around, you don't see what you have. You don't see what's in front of you that you're supposed to be using to, move you towards your goal or your purpose. Yeah, so the more time you spend looking at other people fulfilling their purposes, it takes away time from you getting about the business of fulfilling your purpose. So let's change the narrative. I'm starting with myself. I'm working towards not being able to even get a tiny, weeny, whiny feeling or emotion that is negative when someone else is winning. Jealousy, envy, just impatience. And most of the time, the impatience is there because of you comparing yourself to someone else and setting a timer on yourself. It doesn't matter how you get there. You can't look at someone else and think you're gonna have the same journey as that person. So you can't keep time, really. Or you can't keep tabs on how you're getting there. Yeah, but that's not even your job to do. Your job is to just have the dream and work towards it. Be aware so that when you get a step that you're supposed to take, you're able to see it because you're not busy looking around. So masiyekani comparison, man. Let's stop comparing ourselves to other people and thinking that just because they are where they are, we are inferior. There's nothing like that. See, basically, we're comparing apples and pears because I have my purpose, you have your purpose. Comparison. I still man. Let's be patient with ourselves. Let's focus on ourselves. Let's be aware of ourselves, because the more we are aware of ourselves, the more we see the purpose clearer, and the more we get closer to it, because now say nance, and you use what you have around you to move yourself towards getting there, to move yourself towards fulfilling it. Like they always say, and as much as these things are a cliche, but they're actually true. Your own pace, your own lane. There's less traffic in your own lane because it's just yours. There's no speed limit because it is just yours. There's no traffic out here to bust you up. It's just yours. So focus on your own lane, own pace, and most importantly, own story. It's your story to tell. Who else can tell you how to tell your story? Besides story fully, you know your story. So focus on your story and tell it like you want us to receive it. You create the story, you're the director, you're the main character, you're the only character. That's important, if I may put it that way. So focus on your own story and tell it like you want us to receive it. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm actually really enjoying these videos, and I hope you do too, because as much as it's things or thoughts that I share with you, I still get more out of them. There's something, it's like Les Brown says, if you read a book the first time, everything is new, right? But if you read the book the second time, it's not that you find something that was not in the book before, but you find something in yourself that wasn't there before. So it's the same thing with me with these videos. The more I talk, the more I kind of get an aha moment in my head. So I really do appreciate you, tuning in. But for myself, Siyamthanda Binza, until we see each other again on the next video, it's just a thought. Bye.